Good evening, everyone. It's Erin Julia from Mystic Healing Alliance on Meetup and Wanderlust Healing everywhere else. Thank you for coming to class tonight. Tonight, we are going to be exploring the holotropic breath technique and a little bit of integrative meditation with that. And I want to break this down because this is a really profound core breath work. And it's going to be a little bit of some of the works that we've done thus far and a little bit longer in that experience. And let's break that down. So, holotropic breath, like our rebirthing, like our transformational breath types, is more based on an extended version of deep rhythmic breathing without any breaks. So, in the past few classes, we've explored nasal breathing in and out through the nose, and then a breath to inhale, hold the energy up, bring the energy down, and hold the breath, and then repeated that pattern. And that creates a different level of transformation as far as what energies we're accessing from the physical body, from the emotional body, like what's ready in your realm to heal. In this particular breath style, we're going to explore an open mouth only in and out breath for about 30 minutes. And that gives us a longer time period to dive into certain aspects of our being that are ready to transform and ready to be realized. So even though we're going to start by setting an intention with class today, our intention is not necessarily linked to a root cause or a epiphany evolution the way we consciously feel about it. In our minds, as time is considered a linear experience in our consciousness as a whole, as a society, we tend to think that because one thing happens, then another thing happens, and then another thing happens, and that when we rewind it, we can kind of rewind in this linear fashion and experience things and come to some level of resolution. But consciousness is not quite like that. The way our consciousness and our subconsciousness work, it's almost like our spiritual self to the physical realm is nonlinear. What that means is that because you stubbed your toe today, it doesn't bring you back necessarily to the first time you stubbed your toe, but maybe it's a similar pain or a similar smell or a similar sensation or a similar thought. And so your experience from what your intention might be, what we're working on today, what you're consciously aware of, and what you are subconsciously and or spiritually ready to release might not be related, but might feel in some way or share some similarities that we might not be totally in the know of in the moment. So what does that mean in our breath work? When you do this breathing, and we're going to be laying down in a comfortable fashion with some pillows and a blanket, whatever makes you comfortable, definitely in a safe space today. So let's ensure that where it's quiet, you feel safe, it's, not got anybody walking in and out, coming in on you, because vulnerability is a big part about exploring our higher selves and exploring that intentionality around us. And it's really important that we give ourselves that moment to allow whatever is ready to come up to be expressed and acknowledged. Now, for all of you who are watching this and or listening here in class live today, I am always available. You can book a 30-minute free call with me, no extra stuff or shtick, to talk about whatever experience you're having in any of these breath works or meditations. Because part of processing is not just guessing what your experience is, it's breaking it down. It's coming to conscious evolution and processing and integrating that. So if you have something where maybe you see yourself as a reflection of yourself and you have a conversation, or you're coming from a third eye or a heart area or some type of tactile experience, and it's brief, but it's there, and you feel like you've made some peace or some balance with it, and then it poof disappears. And all of a sudden, you maybe feel something different going through your days, or maybe you're a little bit more empowered or you're a little bit more balanced, but you're still in the back of your head consciously guessing what happened. That's where you need a little bit more guidance and integration. So, as an energy worker, as a Reiki master, as an intuitively guided person, you can always come to me to break these things down whether you do so live in class if you feel called to, or privately, because that's part of what we experience doing holotropic breath. When you go in and you create this deep, rhythmic, open-mouthed breathing technique, you are allowing whatever is ready energetically, spiritually, vitally, or in your ether to come up for resolution. And that could be a feeling. It could be like a dream. It could be a sensation. It's not linear to your conscious thought. And so, in that way, be ready for and open to smaller sensations, subtler experiences, almost dreamy fantasy-like experiences, and or nothing at all, because you're not guaranteed just because you sit for this time to have an experience if you're not all the way ready, or if you just don't have anything to work on right now. Because, and that's true too, sometimes there's not something ready. The first time I did this breath work, I was so in tears. I was re-experiencing my death and my rebirth in that experience from a spiritual perspective, having a conversation with my divine soul, a soul that was born into this body, and my physical body, having a kumbaya about what was going to happen next in my experience based on what we were talking about in that moment, because that's what my soul, my spirit, my vital, my mental, my emotional, and my physical self were ready to do. I have not had that experience every time. So I don't want you to sit there thinking it's always going to be this intense, crazy higher consciousness. You can be contacted by your higher consciousness, and you can have a conversation with that, and you can ask them things, and they can ask things of you. And it's like having creating a open dialogue that will always be there, and you can keep going back to, and you can keep learning and growing from, and re-experiencing these techniques together in order to grow on a spiritual, integrated, physical, mental, emotional path as a divine being, being human, being animal. So I just want you to keep all of that in your mind as we go through class today. You can do this meditation again on your own. Again, you can book time with me or any other practitioner in your community that can help you process these thoughts and feelings. If you're doing this for the first time, doing it by yourself via my YouTube channel or whatever might not be the best advice to do, because this can be very, very powerful. It can be very emotional. It can be very vulnerable. And not having somebody there to, even on where the electrical side, be ready for questions and answers, be ready to help you hold space, might not give you the full expression of the experience. And you might want to consider doing this with somebody live and in person, or a larger group of people that are going to connect energetically, whether you know each other or not. And it'll give you that safer space to continue a deeper level of vulnerability that'll allow you to expand even further. If you are pregnant, if you have any type of mental complications and are on medications, seizures, PTSDs, COPDs, you have depression, you have anxiety, any of those types of topics, this can be a lot for you. So again, it might not be something you do via YouTube. It might be something you do at home or in a safe space with a professional who's live there to help guide you through that and to give you that sanctified, stability of having a safe space that's guarded by someone who's there with you. And that also is a deep part of the holotropic experience and all the history and all the research behind it, because we're pack animals. Humans just are creatures of togetherness and community, and in that we explore different dimensions of our life and our experience together. So with that said, we are going to get practice tonight. We are going to be breathing in and out deeply through the mouth for 30 minutes. I'll guide you just gently into the breath work for the first few minutes, and then I'm going to let you go on your own. I will be here. I will be breathing and holding space on my end and sharing that energetically with you through the internet, so that hopefully it helps enhance your experience. If you feel in any way that this is too much, that this experience is too much, that you do not feel safe. Stop. Come back to a normal cadence of breathing, either in and out through your nose and mouth, whatever feels the most comfortable. Take the time to come back into feeling before you jump up from your laying down position and do anything else. It's very important to come back to reality, come back to your environment, come back to feeling stable before we go anywhere else, because that is ensuring in our conscious minds and in our physical world that we are safe, that we are in our space, and that we are okay, and that we're not going to get dizzy and fall over. So that's a little safety from me to you from doing these deeper practices. So as you've come into a laying down position, you've got maybe something on your head, you've got something under your knees, you're wearing a blanket, whatever feels best for you today. I want you to, when you're ready, get all your wiggles and giggles out and start coming to a place of stillness on the mat. You're going to start just breathing at your natural cadence, in and out through the nose, whatever's smooth and regular for you. And I just want you to put your intention at the crown of your head. Just feel all the feels, no judgments. And let it release into the pillow or whatever you have against your head. Next, let's come down into the center of the head. Allow your forehead and your eyes to release. Allow your cheeks and your chin to release, your jaw to relax. Let the back of your head sink a little deeper into the pillow. Coming down into the opening of the sushumna at the neck, the base of the head. Letting your intention come into your neck and your throat chakra. Just breathe, feeling that air move in and out through the throat. Being aware of what's there. Bringing your intention down into the shoulders, letting them just soften and become a little heavier on the mat beneath you. Letting your arms come heavier, forearms release. Center of your palms all the way out to your fingertips, just letting it go. Coming back up to the chest area, feeling your lungs, feeling your heart center. Letting your upper back rest completely on the mat beneath you. Coming down into the solar plexus, the upper abdomen area, the stomach. Letting it soften. You're feeling your navel area now. The middle of your back, your lower back, just let it soften, let it be there. Coming down into your root area, your pelvic floor, your hips, let them melt. Let all of what might be there or not there, just let it melt. Coming down into your thighs, hamstrings, let your knees soften. Coming down into your calves and shins. And heel, insteps of the feet all the way into the tips of your toes. Letting your body just be at peace on the mat. In stillness. Breathe beautifully. And I want you to know that as we do this breath work today, you might hear things around you. You're safe in your space. You know that it's happening, but you don't have to participate today. For this time, we are going to grant each other our sacred space together, where we hold each other in love, in vulnerability, and in peace. And as we breathe, I want you to switch from breathing in and out to your nose, breathing in and out through the mouth, taking that slow sip in, coming into the heart space, breathing up from the chest, and breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the mouth. Breathing out through the mouth. Find your slow, steady, but continuous in and out breath in through the mouth and out through the mouth. In through the mouth and out. In and out. In and out. I want you to continue breathing in and out, deeply, rhythmically, through our time together today. Allowing yourself to just focus in gently on the rhythm of the breath coming in and smoothly flowing out. Taking the time to release into our experience today. If you feel at any point your breath starts to get faster, intentionally slow it down. Intentionally draw that breath in like a long sip of water and let it flow gently out through the mouth. Allow yourself to settle into this rhythmic experience. Keep breathing rhythmically in and deeply out through the mouth and out through the mouth. Allowing yourself to experience whatever might be coming up for you. It might shift and change through our prolonged breathing tonight. But allow yourself to peacefully flow with each experience. And know that these states are only temporary. What you are experiencing is a gift you are allowing yourself to have and to hold and to release. Keep breathing. Remember, slow your breath down. Long, deep sips in. Smooth, gentle exhalations. You're having any type of experience. Tears of joy, tears of sadness, laughter, violence. Whatever it is you're experiencing, it's just this moment. It's just part of you that's ready to be integrated and released, healed, understood. It doesn't have a catastrophic meaning in your life. When you get up, you will be stronger, happier, more aware when we wake from this time. So release gently into your experiences and let them ebb and flow as we continue to breathe in through the mouth, gently out through the mouth. through the mouth, out through the mouth. We're almost done. Remember, at any time, if you need to come back to your natural cadence of breath, the experience is too much, it's okay. Feel free to do so. This is your sacred and safe space. Breathe slowly and deeply in through the mouth, and gently and long out through the mouth. Allowing whatever is ready for your release in our final moments together to come up. We take our last few sips of breath. I want you to come to a natural cadence, coming in and out through the nose, allowing your mouth to gently close. Allow yourself to finish whatever experience you may or may not be having. Continue to remain in whatever level of stillness or movement is necessary. Allow yourself to have space as we are lying here together on the mat. Allowing your attention to start to come into your physical body. Start to feel where in your body are there new spaces, where it might feel lighter and brighter. Maybe you feel a new shadow, something you weren't totally aware of before. Allow yourself to start processing what you are experiencing. From the opening of your day to day to this moment on the mat, staying in rhythm with your breath. Where are you? And if you feel the space just around your body, maybe it's that 2 inches just above your skin from your head to your toes. What does it feel like? Is there a color, a texture, a movement, feeling? Whatever that may be, allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to become aware of what it is, how it relates to your experience. Is this something that you are integrating as a sign of growth or a sign of I need to change? But allow yourself to breathe at your natural rhythm, in and out through the nose. I want you to let your intention settle on the heart center. And as you're breathing in and out, come to the idea that every breath in is giving yourself this gift of life, this opportunity for growth and change. And every exhale, small or as long as it may be, is releasing everything that doesn't honor and serve. So with every breath in, let your gratitude grow until it expands beyond your chest, until it encompasses your entire body, until you are bathed in the light of joy and gratitude for our experience today, for the life that we've been given. And as we experience this gratitude, I want you to, in your mind's eye, imagine seeing yourself standing there, laying there with you. And I want you to send yourself gratitude. I want you to send yourself humility, and I want you to send yourself forgiveness. And lastly, send yourself love. And next, I want you to imagine someone, some relationship, or something that you have agita with. Any level of agita. And I want you to picture it, and I want you to send it light and forgiveness and love. And I know that's hard. And if you can't and you're overwhelmed with other stuff, imagine you again in that moment and send yourself light and forgiveness and love. Take a few moments to continue doing that. And I want you to now picture somebody or some relationship or thing that brings you joy, or maybe they need a little bit more in their life right now. They're going through something, or someone that adds to your cup every day. And I want you to send them light and forgiveness, humility, and love. Take a few moments to say that to them a few times. And lastly, I want you to picture the world, literally the globe, and all the life that's on it, and the heart of Gaia spinning in the center. And I want you to send the world light, forgiveness, and love from your heart to hers. Now, as we've bathed all of the parts of us, some of our most intense relationships, and the world in love, I want you to slowly start wiggling and giggling, moving your arms and legs, taking the time to come back to our world. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes, coming back to the environment. How do you feel? How is this experience for you? Take your time. I will pleasantly wait. As we wrap up from our class today and you've come back to your environment, I do want to encourage you to continue integrating whatever experience you've had today. If you need to reach out, I am available for you. If you need to do a one-on-one and just have a good conversation. If not, do some journaling. Find that person that you connect with, that you can relate this experience to, and see if that brings you a new level of epiphany and conscious awareness and understanding. And with that, I really hope that you enjoy the work that we're bringing forward for you every day in every class. I hope that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel so that you can continue enjoying all of the mystic processes and adventures that I'm going on in the path to my own healing and self-happiness. I hope that you like this video so that you let everybody in YouTube land know that you enjoyed the work today and that you would recommend this work going forward. And the greatest gift of gratitude that I can ask is that you please share this video with those in your world and your social media who you think would benefit from it as well. I am so grateful to have you all here and to have you watching this content with me. So from now until then, my friends, so much light, so much love. I'll see you later.